Yes, I'm back. So the operating systems are two types. One is the server operating system and another one is desktop operating system. Example for server operating system, Windows 2000, Windows 2003, and before that Windows NT also is there, and 2008, 2008 R2, 2012, 2012 R2, 2016 and 2019. So these are the operating system currently available from the Windows in a server operating system level. And desktop operating system, we have Windows XP. So we have one more operating system called Windows Millennium also. And after that, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. So these are the desktop operating system will be available. So what's the difference between server and desktop? Okay, that's the main reason I'm going to explain today. So example, so this is also operating system and this is also operating system. So what's the major difference between server and desktop? So if example I'm taking 2012 R2 operating system, I'm installing VLC player, I'm watching movies, it is possible. The same VLC player I can install on Windows 8 and Windows 10. Yes, it is possible, I can able to watch. But what's the difference? The difference is the server is multi-user access, desktop is single user access. Understand? So you can check that. So whenever you are using a desktop operating system, any one of these, only one person at a time can log in, they can use it. Okay, but server operating system, multi-user access. Multi-user access means at a time they can use more than one user, like 2 users, 3 users, 4, 5, 10, 100. So like that they can use it. That is one of the major responsibility for a server operating system. And also server operating system can control the server operating system and server operating system can control desktop operating system. But desktop operating system cannot control any other desktop operating system and server operating system. Okay, so just like he is a master, he is a slave. So master is a server operating system and slave, servant is nothing but desktop operating system. So like that, so through the server operating system, I can control my missions. I can control my organization's missions and servers in a central point. So that is one of the flexibilities given from server operating system. So those controls are they're managing with that is called roles and features. There's a roles and features will be available in the server operating system. Those roles and features is not available on the desktop operating system. So that's the main differences. With the help of the roles and features, the servers can create a domain, subdomains, additional domains. They can create a child domains as well. And so which are the machines are either other servers or might be desktop operating system, they can create in a single entity, that's kind of group, they can manage very easily. Say example, I want to install a small piece of software, okay, in 100 machines. So with this help of server, it is possible. And example, we have I want to restrict some users should not access to the machines. I can create a policy on the server. I can implement it on my client machines. So this is possible from the server operating system. Okay, how to create a server become as a domain? So that we need to understand first. So any machine, either server machine or desktop machine, so once you create it fresh, so the machine will be is in work group. The machine is in work group. What is the meaning of work group? So this is a individual machine individual machine that is not part of any other groups. That is not part of any other groups. That is called work group machines. So individually, example your laptops, your personal laptops, your personal computers is example for work groups. That is not belongs to any other domains. And other one is domain. So one is a work group, another one is domain. So how we can create a domain? How we can create a domain? So by default domain will not get it. By default we will not get a domain. By default will not get a domain. So only by default will get a work group. So individual machines. Group domain means is a group of machines. So first we'll create a domain. So how to create domain means, so first we need a server OS. So server OS means you can take any one of these. Okay. And second one, assign a static IP address. Assign static IP address. This is the second stage. So first one is server operating system. So Windows server operating system, first one, and second one is assign static IP. And third one, what is the third one? The C drive is partitioned with NTFS partition. NTFS file system. This is the third point. Okay. And fourth one, anyone can tell me? Any examples? Sorry, speak louder.
Activedirectory.
Sorry, Activedirectory we will install, no problem. Okay. So my need is prerequisite for a domain controller installation. Okay. So some enough space on C drive. Okay. So enough space on C drive for installing the roles, right? So for that reason we need some enough space. So obviously we'll get it. So we don't want to write a fourth step. So three steps are very important. So Windows Server OS, assign static IP address, C drive is partitioned with a NTFS file system. So these are the three things will be mandatory. Okay. So we'll go for lab. Guys, this is our lab, our data center. The data center we have a 32 GB rack server will be available. Okay. Yes, my lab is connected. So guys, we have created 10 test servers. Okay, I will allot it for you, one person for one mission. Okay, so you can take and we can practice it. Don't worry. Understand? So first I will take one mission. So I'll complete my lab. So then after, so I'll give you the lab so you can practice yourself. Got it? So now the test one, the mission I'm going to take for lab practice. So this mission name, I'm going to rename it. So always I'll follow some naming strategy. So your first three letters should be in capitals, and I'm giving the server what is the role. So now I'm giving MAHAD. So this is my mission, MAHAD. Now I just start the mission. So It is already installed with the Windows 2012 R2 operating system. Okay, it is already Windows 2012 R2 operating system which is already installed. Guys, you know everyone how to install operating system. Anyone have any questions? No. Good. So now the machine is now loading. I accept it. So by default the administrator password is welcome@123. W is capital, guys. W is capital. Welcome@123. Right. So you can use this scale option. So then we'll get a full screen. Got it. So now I'm going to log into the machine. I need a Control-Alt-Delete. So this is a button. So when I click on that, I can log into my screen. The machine is connected. So once you log into the machine, so what are the console we are getting by default? Can you please close it? Not required. So next step. So this is a server operating system or not? We need to check. See here in the screen itself, it will telling Windows Server 2012 R2. It's a 2012 R2 standard. If you want, we can check with the command prompt as well. Go to start. Okay, go to start. Directly type RUN. You can directly type after click on the start, run. So right click on the run. So better you can click on the pin to taskbar. Okay, pin to taskbar. So this is a run prompt. Just you can click on the run prompt, type CMD. So here we can type a command called host name. Sorry, 1 minute. WINVR, Windows version. This is a command. We can check that what is the operating system version. Got it? Next, and we need to check the what is the computer name for this machine. Host name. Host name is a command to fetch the computer name information. See here, this is a irrelevant name is coming. This is a irrelevant name is coming. So we need to change the computer name first. So how to change the computer name? So close the command prompt. So click on start button. So here there is icon called this PC. Right click on this PC. Sorry. So now click on change settings in the right side and click on change here. So what is the name I can give in for this server? MAH-AD. So what is the name we are given in the label? The same name we need to provide for computer name as well. Click on OK. And once your computer name is changes, so you require to reboot the machine. Restart now. Yeah, machine is successfully restarted. ఇట్లా కూర్చో అర్థమైందా కంఫర్ట్ కూర్చో So now we need to unlock the machine and log in with the welcome@123. So I successfully logged in. So again close the window here and click on run, type winware and check once again host name for the computer. See here, the computer name is successfully changed. So what next? We need to assign IP address to the computer. Okay, static IP address. So how to assign static IP address? So first we need to go for CMD and check IP config. So this is the IP address is coming, right? This IP address is not a static IP address, it is a dynamic IP address. How should I know? So very simple, we have to type a command called ipconfig /all. Okay, when you click on that, we will get a message called lease period, lease expiry. So when will be expired this IP address? Sunday, March 1st, 2020, 9 PM. So that means, so the particular time this IP address will be renewed with a new IP address. Renewed with a new IP address. I don't want to renew at any cost. I need this IP address permanently. So what we need to do? So I want to make it this IP address dynamic to static. So go to run ncpa.cpl, right click on Ethernet, properties, and select IP version 4, and we can type the IP address here. So what is the IP address? 192.160.10.153. right? Yes. So next, subnet mask. So mostly it will automatically filled. So 255.255.255.0 and the gateway. So gateway is your internet connection entering and exit point. So it's a 10.1, 192.168, 10.1. 192.168.10.1. So what is the DNS address name? So DNS address also, wherever you are installing AD role, so in the same machine we are installing DNS also. So that means I am providing 192.168.10.153. The same machine, it acts as DNS also. So AD and DNS. AD and DNS both will be act as. So for that reason, so IP address and preferred DNS both will be same. Both will be same. So now just click on OK. Just click on OK and close it here. And now, so there is a network will be after rechanging. So we have to accept the connection. And now you can close the window. Now you can come here and you can give the CLS, clear the screen. Now again you have to type the ipconfig /all. Okay, so this time you will not see the lease period expiry. So lease expiry option will be, it is deleted. So because the IP address is I changed to as a permanent. Got it? I changed the IP address to static. Guys, anyone question? Please let me know. Guys, can you please end the meeting and can please join immediately? So meeting will be expiring in 2 minutes. So Najib, can you please exit and you can rejoin the meeting again? Thank you. Okay na? ఇది వస్తామా మీటింగ్ మీద స్టార్ట్. ల్యాప్టాప్ తెచ్చుకోలేదు. So thank you for joining. Thanks for joining. So now, what else? Next step. So static IP is also assigned. So we need to check C drive is partitioned with NTFS file system or not. We need to check that. There's a third point. So I'll show you how to check the C drive is partitioned with the NTFS file system. So now close here, go to run, not required. So you can directly go to file manager. So you can select the C drive, right click, go to properties and see here the file system is NTFS file system and free space is 15.3 GB. Okay, so we have enough space. So guys, we are ready to install the AD. So if you have any questions, can please let me know. So once anytime if you are giving any new commands, you can please write it down in a separate paper. Okay, for practice purpose we can easy. Okay, so now we have a option called run prompt. So we have to type a command called DC promo, domain control promotions. Guys, actually DC promo is a command for installing the Activedirectory, but actually from 2012 onwards, okay, DC promo got retired. DC promo option is got retired. So mostly in this batch there are some experienced people is there. So for just we have to see this option, DC promo is retired in the space of from the 2012 operating system. So only last is 2008 or 2. So after that DC promo got retired. So then how to install? Then how to install the domain control? So very simple. So after your start button, we have a server manager icon will be there. Just we have to click on the server manager icon. Click on server manager icon. See, this is a roles and features. This is a roles and features and click on here. And now before you begin, you have to just read this all the information. Okay, guys, I already configured static IP address, strong password, everything. Yes or no? So what are the prerequisites? I already done previously. So I set a password, good password, and IP address static. and Windows updates, so not required. So now just click on next. There are two types of roles will be there: role based, feature based installation, remote desktop services installation. I don't want remote desktop services installation. I need a role based or feature based installation. I'm selecting the first one. I just click on next, and now click on, this is my server MAHAD. Here I want to install my domain controller. Next. So here I need to select my roles. So what are the roles I need to select? So Active Directory domain services. Can you please note down? Active Directory domain services, ADDS. ADDS. Shortcut is ADDS. Active Directory domain services, and DNS server. DNS server. So now click on next. I don't want to install any features along with AD and DNS. Leave it as it is and click on next. And now can go to ADDS features. They'll explaining some information about what is a AD. After installing, what will happen, everything you can. They're giving some theoretical information. So if you want, we can take a snap while you're installing it. So please prepare yourself for interview and click on next. And this is the DNS information. So what is the DNS and what it does, everything. So going forward in the next class, so I'll explain it, and what is the role of ADDS and what is the role of DNS, I'll explain it. And click on next. This is called confirmation. So now if you need installation, if you need required reboot the server, you can check this option. So after installing the role, the server will be automatically rebooted, okay, if required. So better you can select this option and you can go for it. And now just click on install. It will take 2 to 3 minutes for installing the list of below roles, okay. Roles and sub roles, everything will be installed. So please wait. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask. Plans నేను చదువుతున్నాను చేయొద్దు, ఎందుకంటే నేను కోసం ఇంత కష్టపడుతున్నా సరేనా. ఎందుకంటే నీకు బదులు ఇంకొకరు ఛాన్స్ ఇస్తే వాళ్ళు గ్రో అవుతారు నిజంగానే. బట్ ఏంటంటే ఆ ఛాన్స్ నీకు మళ్ళీ వచ్చింది అంటే యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకో. అది నేను అదే చెప్తాను, ప్రతిరోజు అదే చెప్తాను. ఎందుకంటే యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోకపోతే మాత్రం ఈ ఛాన్స్ మాత్రం మిస్ చేసినామంటే మాత్రము సరేనా, మళ్ళా నాకు తెలిసి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి వ్యవసాయం చేసుకో. అది కూడా చెప్పేస్తాను, మొట్టమొదటి కూడా చెప్పేస్తాను. లేదా నీకు నచ్చిన జాబ్ కూడా చేసుకో, బట్ ఐటీ మాత్రం వెళ్ళకు. ఐటీలో మాత్రం ఇట్లా కూర్చుంటే కుదరదు. నువ్వు అందరికి మంచి చేస్తావు, బట్ నీ కోసం నువ్వు చేసుకోవనేది నా బాధ. నేను అందరూ చేసిన వాడిని. నేను చెన్నైలో ఉన్నప్పుడు అందరికి చేసిన వాడిని. బట్ ఇప్పుడు ఈరోజు ఒక గృహప్రవేశం రోజు ఎవరు రాలేకపోయారు. నేను తర్వాత మాట్లాడతాను దాని గురించి సరేనా. బట్ నువ్వు గొప్పగా ఉన్నప్పుడే వాళ్ళ నలుగురు గురించి నీ గురించి ఆలోచిస్తారు. నువ్వు బాగాలేదనుకో లైఫ్లో వాళ్ళు అస్సలు పట్టించుకోరు ఎవరైనా కానీ. ఇంకెందుకు నా రక్త సంబంధం చెప్తారు సరే. So installation is completed. So configuration required. Okay. So now just click on close here. Click on close. So we have there's a triangle yellow color notification is coming. So click on here and now promote this server to domain controller. Promote this server to domain controller. Just click on this. You'll get this window. You'll get this window. So here we can provide some information. So please carefully you can watch. So guys, there are three options will be coming. Add a domain controller to existing domain. As of now, we don't have any domain. So this is the first time we are configuring. But that option is telling, hey, if is any domain is already there, you can join to the particular domain. No, that is not case. Okay. So we are going to second option. What is the second option? A new domain to an existing forest. As of now, I didn't created any domain. So if you don't have any domain, you don't have any forest. So how can I add this domain to existing forest? So this is also not related to us. And there is a third option, add a new forest. Yes, this is the correct option because as of now, we don't have any forest. So in that forest, we don't have any domains. So that means, so we are going to create a new forest. We are going to create a new forest. So if you want to create a forest, we need at least a minimum one domain controller. Minimum one domain controller. Example guys, I'll tell you one scenario. There is a 100 acres land. There is a 100 acres land. There is no tree. Okay. There is no tree. Will you call it as a forest? Guys, I'm asking very simple question, I think. There is a 100 acres land. So there is no trees on the particular land. So will you call as forest?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Right. So at least minimum one tree is required, right? To become as a forest.
Yes,
at
sir.
least a minimum one tree. So to become a farming of your forest. So that's a meaning. So I need to create a first one domain. So to create a forest, I need one domain. So that means here what is the name of the domain we can provide, guys. Whatever the name you'd like you can create, but better my suggestion, you can provide your name. You can provide your name. Example, mahesh.com I'm providing. So you can create like nazeeb.com, rajendra.com, shrikant.com, monica.com, like that you can create it. So better you can easily find out whose domain it is. Okay. So please create with your name and followed by .com. Not only .com, you can give like a .in, .info, .biz, anything you can provide. But the familiar websites are called commercial website that is called .com. You can provide .com. Example, wipro.com, tcs.com, amazon.com, flipkart.com, like that. Okay. So this is the way they're creating the domains. Understood? Now click on next. Click on next. And it will fetch the information. Is anybody they're using the same name in the network? Mahesh.com. So if no one was, they're not using the name with the Mahesh.com, it will allow to create the domain. If it is already there, it won't allow. It will suggest other names. So example, whenever you're creating a Gmail account, so they will refer some names, right? Example, Mahesh G 1947 1958. So there is kind of name options will be they giving. So even AD, the server also will recommend, hey, Mahesh.com is not available. You can use Mahesh0.com. You can use it. So this kind of name will be coming. So in the case of the name is already existing on your network. So at present we are using 2012 R2 is a operating system. So that means there is a major functionality level that is called forest and domain functionality level. They can maximum up to support a Windows 2012 R2 operating system. Okay. So the below operating system also can support it. Up to maximum will be 2012 operating system. 2012 operating system will be supported. And below the specify domain controller capabilities. Initially, the domain controller also act as a DNS server and global catalog server. So these two information I will explain in next class. What is meaning of global catalog, what is the usage, and what is the DNS, and what is the inside the responsibility they're taking care of. So I'll tell you later. And now there is a below, there is password required for DSRM. This is called directory services restoration mode password. That means If any time anyone wants to uninstall the Active Directory, yes, you can go for an uninstallation, but you have to enter this password. If you don't know the password, no, it is not possible to uninstall. I am providing this password for password @123. Password @123. So P is a capital, remaining all small, @123. Password @123. This is a DSRM password. So today I am creating the DSRM password. I will not use this password because until unless I am uninstalling the domain controller. So this is a DNS by default option. This is the first time we are creating, right? So after that we can create authoritative zone. So in the next class or maybe we'll create it. So click on next. And this is a NetBIOS name. I told you, if mahesh.com is available, it will show you mahesh.com is available. If someone is using, so it will tell you Mahesh, yes, it is available. Okay. If it is not available, they'll recommend a Mahesh 0 or Mahesh 1 like that. Click on next. Then go for paths. So paths is nothing but the AD main core information. The database, log files, sysvolumes will be installing on this location. If you would like to change the folder, some other drives like that, you can change it. But maximum all the environments, so they'll be using C drive. Okay, so please do not change it. And now click on next. This is a review information. So what are the configuration steps we have done as of now? So it will check once again. So everything is good. We can click on next. It will verify the prerequisite checks. If your prerequisites are not correct, it will not allow to install the AD. So as of now we followed everything is correct. So for that reason all prerequisites are checks passed successfully. Sometimes you will get errors. Okay guys, whenever you're doing any error, so in a checklist, can you please reach me? I'll help you on this. And click on installation. So what will happen now? So the work group mission, the work group server will be converted to domain. So what is the domain name? Mahesh.com. Mahesh.com. See here. So I'll go to File Explorer. I'll right click on my computer properties. జయంతి ఏమనుకోవద్దు, నేను కొద్ది బిజీగా ఉన్నానమ్మా. ఓకే, కొద్ది వర్క్లో ఉన్నాను, ఏమనుకోకు. See here. So automatically the work group name will be changed to mahesh.com. So still it is an under process, so we need to wait for some time. Okay. So once the complete AD and DNS roles installation is completed on the server, so it will require to reboot for one time. That's it. Yes. Just click on close. The machine will be rebooted. రేపు కంటిన్యూగా చెప్పి క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తాం, వర్క్ అయిపోతుంది. ఏడీ కంప్లీట్ చెప్పి క్లోజ్ చేసినాం అనుకో మళ్ళీ చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం ఉండదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మామూలుగా వీళ్ళందరూ ఉన్నారా, సో వాళ్ళతో పాటు కంప్లీట్ అయిపోతుంది. మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ వరకు అనుకో మర్చిపోతారు వీళ్ళు. ఇప్పుడు 2 రోజులు చెప్పి రేపు చెప్పులు చేసినాను అనుకో, డిఎన్ఎస్ ఇది ఫండమెంటల్స్ అయిపోతుంది. బుధవారం నుంచి మనం పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. ఈ మధ్యలో ఎవరైనా మనకి సిట్టింగ్ క్లాస్కి వచ్చారనుకో యాడ్ చేసేసుకోవచ్చు బ్యాచ్లోకి. అర్థమైందా?
ల్యాబ్ ఎట్ టైం ఎవరైనా చేసేవచ్చా, లేకపోతే ఎవరైనా టెస్ట్ 1 మీరు తీసుకున్నారు కదా మిషన్, టెస్ట్ 1 మిషన్ మీరు తీసుకొని ఏడు ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా, అలా నేను 2 ఇంకో 3 తీసుకొని తీసుకోవచ్చు?
అది నువ్వు కంట్రోల్ చేయాలి, అది నువ్వు మేనేజ్ చేయాలి.
ఓకే,
సరేనా? సో machine is successfully rebooted. Okay, now once you click on Control Alt Delete, see here it will be showing as Mahesh. Previously it is only showing as administrator, right? So that is called work group. So now it's become turned into domain controller. So I log into welcome@123 to the domain controller. Got it? So installation is over for AD installation in 2012 R2. Any questions? Any questions?